Okay. Let's get this party started. Let's get that on. Let's get that on. All right. Let's see here. Let's see. Yes. Okay. Right. So, I've just been auto fighting through Master to use up some energy, get some points in event quest completion, which I think it should have maxed out by now. Let's make sure. And I haven't touched the Sunday arenas at all, so we got to do that. And we also have a couple entries for the side quest, which need to get those out of them. Okay, so we are good for the event quest completion. However, still got a fair bit to do. Well, just the last two quests, so that's not too bad in Master, which I do definitely want to get done. Don't think. Yeah, one of the best sources for the T1A, considering I don't do the arenas anymore for it. But actually, wait. No, I want to use a bit more energy, just so we're a bit ahead of the game. And then we're going to get started on Sunday arenas, and we'll do an entry into the side quest. Well, that will be the plan. See if there's anything to pick up on any of these way. Oh, okay. We're going to go on the left side for sure. We've got a revive there. All right. Well, let's get her going. Let's get her going indeed. I'm just going to auto fight this, and once we got this done, then we'll get into the arenas. That would be the plan. Okay. And yeah, I don't think I have any other. Oh, I gotta also check on AQ. Although I think we were just sitting at the second mini, so there's not gonna be much to do there. Mr. Namit, how you doing? How'd your Sunday come along? This is the first that I've gotten into the game to actually concentrate on anything today. Prior to this, I was doing I was just auto fighting. I did do some actual play in Uncollected. I had a couple paths left for that, but other than that, yeah, it's just been auto fight. This is probably well, I guess there wasn't really too much to do, so I wasn't missing out on a ton. Monsieur Brian, how you doing? Can't gang, but wanted to smash a like. Have a great stream, bro. Well, thank you. Well, thank you very much. Yeah, this is not going to be a very. I don't think my streams are normally very intense, but this is definitely not going to be too intense. Going to be just starting off with some auto fighting into the Sunday arenas, which could be able to get through those pretty quick, and then a couple runs of the side quest. Rar, how you doing? How you doing? Just picked up a $30 5-star crystal shard pack. 5-star shard pack in the shop with the 5-star Nexus Grandmaster crystals, and got a 5-star Nexus again. It's an exception. Okay, so is that like the Cavalier Uncollected offer that was there for the Thronebreaker? I got my Variant 5 done, completion, got Quake from the Crystal, now thinking if I have time to learn her. I think it would be worth it. I've never, and every time it comes up, I always say I'm going to learn how to use her. I haven't. But yeah, I think it would absolutely be worthwhile taking the time. I think it could take a fair bit of time and a fair bit of practice, but I think it could pay off when you consider just how much she can get you through. Yeah, Rar, for the Thronebreaker, you're talking about the daily shard deal, right? Yeah. I was thinking of getting it for the Thronebreaker one with the Nexus Cavaliers, which I may do tomorrow before it's gone, because it's actually not a bad value. Mr. Buddy Lee, how you doing? It's not a bad value. My only thing, which it doesn't really matter, I don't think, just the drop rates on it are the old drop rates, which I find really odd. So I was waiting to see if they're going to address that, which there were a couple threads on the forums of people asking about it, but the last I saw, there was no response from Kabam, which, fair enough, because it's Sunday, so their offices wouldn't normally be staffed, but I don't know if they would have the opportunity to address it before it resets tomorrow. So, I think the... uh-oh, I didn't want to use a whole... Okay, good, I don't need to use a whole energy refill. Yeah, I think it would reset tomorrow before they would be able to address it. But yeah, the drop rates, I don't think really matter, to be fair. I'm still not going to get a 6-star out of it, so I'm good. Drop it in to give a thumbs up and say hey for a minute before bed. Very good. What time is it for you, buddy? Currently. You do the rounds on the streams. Good for you. I saw you. Whose stream was it the other day I saw you in? But yeah, I've seen you on quite a few. I don't like. I'll check out somebody's stream. Well, for the most part, for me, like I'm only watching YouTube on my computer. So if I'm at my desk, and if I'm streaming, once I'm done, I don't want to be at my computer anymore. So, yeah, I don't watch. And it used to be, I would watch streams if I was playing the game, just to have something in the background, like doing Arena. But now, if I'm doing Arena, I'm probably streaming myself. So, 9:45 at work tomorrow. Yeah, fun times, or maybe not. Okay, so I think I'll leave the rest of this for any other class combats that come up, just to get some points there. Yeah, because we're good on the cosmic combat, and we're good on event quest completion. All right, so let's get into some arena. Let's get to it. And the T1A I don't do anymore. I used to keep up on the T1A and the T4B, but now I just do the T4B. I don't rank, well, 5 stars only go to rank 3, and I don't really get many new 5 stars to begin with, so it's not too often where I'm ranking 5 stars. But yeah, I think, so I'm not opening any 6-star crystals until the next featured, which is about 2 months away. So it's going to be a fair bit of saving. Not necessarily the biggest reason, but a big reason is that I've got even arena teams currently for 6 stars, and I want to keep it that way. And really all I want are dupes. There aren't, the only new 6-star that I would like would be Human Torch. And even if I got him, I don't really, I would probably take him to rank 2, but I don't know how often I would use him, so there's really nothing I'm looking for. And And the couple champions that I have that I really want to awaken, if it came to it where something came up, whether it be Summer of Pain or 7-3 where it was a necessity, I have 2 generic gems. Although for a Mega Red, I much prefer a dupe just because of the extra sync levels on them. Just opened the Nexus for my 4th 5-star and gave me the option of Proxima, Ghost Rider, and Iron Patriot, but it glitched and gave me Ghost Rider without me even being able to pick it. Well, it knew who the best option was. I'm assuming that's who you would have picked anyways, though. But yeah, that's kind of shitty because it should have let you pick for sure. Okay, do that. Yeah. I try to jump in with streamers to try and support, especially small to medium-sized people in the community. Have been good to me, so it's the least I could do. Fair enough. Fair enough. I checked all the quests from Act 1 to 3 to search for a revive, and noticed that in 114 for revive in 4 different accounts. Okay. So I think one of the big spots... Oh, why did I do that? One of the spots people are using a lot currently for revives is Variant 7, the classic difficulty. And it's Chapter 2, Quest 2. Yeah, Chapter 2, Quest 2. And then what I usually go for... Although actually I've been using that a fair bit recently. Because you can just auto-fight it. So it's not bad. Like I can... just get a path started and go cook something or whatever. But the one I normally do is 536, and it's not as consistent with revives, but you definitely get revives there. But the thing is, it's either a revive or energy refills, so that's why I like doing that one. And not super often, but relatively often, you'll get 2 revives or 2 energy refills on one path. Yeah, 536 guy fully sustainable. Yeah. Yeah, other than just trying to use up energy sometimes. Like if there's something else I want to do, but I could leave. But I could leave my phone and just auto fight. Yeah, no, I pretty much stick to 536. Hi. I had a bit of a routine for it. Basically, what I was doing, I'd get up in the morning. Obviously, I'd be full of energy, and I'd get started on a 536 path. Depending on the path, I'd be able to finish it completely or almost finish it. And then if I hadn't done any questing during the day, then going to bed, I'd be at full energy, and I would finish off by doing the same thing. And yeah, that's been pretty good for keeping full for energy refills. I probably still would have because of the synergy with my CGR, but still kind of weird. Yeah, that is odd. But there's a ton of odd stuff in the game currently. I usually do 416. It has like 80% drop rate for energy or revives. Okay. 416, that's the one with Venom as the final boss. Dash Gaming, how you doing? How's your Sunday coming along? So I'll probably get to 1 million or so here and then go do a path through... Oh, you know something else I want to do? Which, I mean, it was the whole reason I went for Stripe, was to pair him with Apocalypse. But I think I'm going to do a couple runs through, maybe not the entirety of ROL, but pair Apocalypse with Stripe. And I think I'll probably use Apocalypse for majority of it. And just see how that works out. To do a little bit of potion farming. Oh, buddy, if you're still there, have you done the Karina Challenge Super Punch-Out? The one with Kamala Khan? I did that one. I was going to do it today. And I don't know why I keep doing this. When there's something... I did this something similar with the Gauntlet. But when there's somewhat of a challenge in front of me, and I plan to do it at a certain time, but I get impatient and instead I do it late at night. And rather than going to bed when I'm tired, I just keep going at it. And it ends up costing me. But that's just the way it goes. 416 is Black Widow. 436 is Venom. Okay. So a couple days ago, I spun a featured crystal for American Chavez and pulled a 5-star Hercules. Like, come on, what are the chances of Nice. Congratulations. Have you played the Marvel Avengers game? No, I have not. I have not. This is the only mobile game that I play to any real extent. I have done the Kamala one. Okay. Getting to the champion was fine. But once I got to the champion, it was not fine. I gotta go to bed since I gotta wake up at 5 tomorrow. But if you're streaming tomorrow, I'll probably be there. All right, Ron. Well, thanks for coming by and hanging out. 436 takes a lot more energy. Yeah, same thing with 536 as well. It's pretty energy intensive. Ooh, let me see where we are for AQ. And, well, not anywhere that I can do anything. I really want to get... So, when I first started streaming, the first month maybe, it was pretty sporadic. Like, I just streamed whenever, which is kind of what I do now. And then, after the first month, I had a set schedule, which was pretty much Monday to Friday at, like, 1 p.m. my time, something like that. But, I don't know, I just didn't really like having, which, I mean, was my own doing, but having a schedule. Because then I felt like I had to be streaming at that time that was set out. And then I went pretty much all of October and November. I didn't stream at all. I did do some videos. But then I started streaming again end of December, beginning of January, but without any kind of set schedule, just sporadically, and I much prefer that. But I think that's... Wait, this is not how this is supposed to go. But I think for an audience, it's not very good to stream sporadically. I mean, if I'm viewing somebody and they have a schedule, I kind of then depend that that's when they're going to be live. So when they're not, it's kind of annoying. Oh, wow, that was terrible. Yeah, it can be really tough. I got unlucky and struggled for a bit and then put together an amazing run down to 10. Nice. If he gets those persistent charges, it's a pain. I used 5-star rank 4. Oh, okay. Yeah, like I had the 5-star Kamala Khan for forever. And she was at rank 3 like every other 5-star. I never intended for her to go any higher. And then the challenges came out, so I took her to rank 4. And then maybe about a month and a half ago, I took her to rank 5 because I knew at some point I would do it. And then I had a bunch of resources, and then we got the compensation. So I was like, well, this will be the time to do it because I think I need a ton more resources to do any of the LOL ones. So yeah. Although I think if I do the LOL ones, I'm going to wait until they're compensated. Well, geez, who knows how long that's going to be. But until they actually do a compensation for the current issues. Yeah, I don't think I'll do it. I don't think I'll do any of the LOL ones before that. Yeah, I think you know, and to be fair, I think using a rank 4 Kamala makes a lot of sense because for most people, she's probably not somebody you would utilize at rank 5. So it would be a waste of resources. But in my case, I needed every advantage I could possibly get. And when I ranked her up, I think I had an excess of Cosmic T4CC. So yeah, I was somebody to use those on. And I think I also had a bunch of Cosmic ISO too that I had no one to use it on. So that served a purpose. Although I'm pretty sure she will never be used again. So I had been, and okay, so oh wait, you know what? I really have absolutely no idea what's been changed for Bishop, and I should probably like read his abilities because it screwed me over the other day in incursions. It screwed me over real bad. Well, normally what I'll do is like, yeah, I'll go in for somebody that's been buffed, have a problem, and then read up on them. But like, I don't know. I just find, I don't know. Maybe I'm just lazy and I don't bother looking into it beforehand. If I had a 4-5 jam, I would have ranked, but I went in, practiced a bit with my 5-star, rank 4 to make sure I could do it. Yeah, that's smart. You know, and that's so. Last night, or no, yesterday afternoon, I went in and did the first 2 fights a couple times. I had suicides on, figured, okay, I didn't even know how to use her until yesterday. Like, I didn't realize that her specials give her furies, which allow you to negate the blah, blah, blah. So, oh dear. But I figured, and that's why I left it to the end. I figured that was going to be the hardest one for me. I think the LOL ones will be difficult because it's LOL, but for me, it's just because it's going to be long fights, I'm going to have a problem with that. Which, I guess doing it over 2 days won't be too bad, but I definitely did not like doing LOL when I did it with a R5 at the time, so I'm really not going to like doing it with more stars. But only 3 more challenges to go, so I will just muddle through them at some point. It looks like the O Canada one is possibly the easiest of the LOL ones. Which, well, I mean, there's only 3, so. But I think I might save the O Canada one to be the last and do the Star-Lord one whenever I'm swimming in resources. And if I'm feeling adventurous later on, then do the O Canada one. Sandy, how you doing? How's your Sunday going? Or how has your Sunday gone, I suppose? I did the same. Last one was Punch-Out, besides the LOL ones, which I still have to do. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, if it wasn't for the having all of the resources that I had, I wouldn't have done it. But I had, and I used them all. I used all of the revives and all of the, although that was something else that was dumb, which I could have saved it for today, but I was going to farm health pots. But yeah, I went in with a fair bit of health pots, not a ton, but I did have a lot of revives. Unfortunately, it was just the 20%ers, but no, they definitely came in handy. They came in handy. But yeah, I think actually the O Canada one might be interesting too, because I've never used Sabretooth. But the thing there is, I think, just because of the length of the fights and the length of the encounter in general, I should be able to get used to playing him. Oh, you gotta be kidding me, dude. So I guess it doesn't matter, because his Unstoppable lasts long regardless. It used to be only if you got hit did the Unstoppable even proc, but now it procs regardless on his L2, and it lasts longer than it should. Just doing variant 232. Okay. What do you think of Hulkbuster R5 Awakened? I don't use him much, Hulkbuster, but I do like him. I have my 6-star at rank 2. He's awakened. There hasn't been a ton of things I've used him for specifically, but I will use him now and then. What's going down, Mr. Showers? What happened to your stream? I saw that you had a stream scheduled, but I never saw it go live. Time to hit the hay. Have a good stream, dude. All right, dude. Monsieur Buddy. Have a good one. Thanks for coming hanging out. Don't work too hard. Well, no. Considering what you do, yes, you do want to be working hard. So you may need to be careful. Each rage will give him 5% combat power gain. Okay. So did the Venom Pool get buffed? No. I think the update is supposed to be the 3rd, which would be Tuesday. So that buff would go live on Tuesday. Yeah, on the YouTube notifications, it showed that you had a stream scheduled for whatever time, but it never went live. Yeah, I guess that's what we're gonna do there. Do I get tomorrow means August 3rd? When? No. So August 3rd by Vancouver, Canada's time, because that's where their office is, or their headquarters. So when they state times, that's the time they're giving. Wait, where are you, Sandy? Kept getting an error, though YouTube quota exceeded or something. That seems like something familiar. Because I know, like when I was setting up streaming initially, there was some error that I would get from YouTube. But I don't remember what it was in particular or how I fixed it. You're in India? Okay. I'm your error in particular, I don't know, Jacob, but I'm trying to think. I think my problem, no, it was never an error, but there was like a mismatch between my the OBS settings and the YouTube settings, and because of that mismatch for resolution, it ended up making it really choppy. I think I don't remember if it was choppy or if it was just a lot of buffering. But yeah, it just was not good. And then, then I realized what the issue was. And then once I had the OBS settings matching what YouTube was, then it was fine. Oh, speaking of which, I want to, because I did change some settings earlier. I need to check and see how that's looking for Twitch, because I think my resolution settings were too high, and it was causing an issue on the Twitch side. So I did decrease them, not the last stream, but 2 streams ago. And after decreasing them, it worked, but I increased them a little bit earlier. And I'm not sure if that's going to impact the Twitch side of things. Do you like the Venom Pool buff? I have no idea what it entails. I really don't pay attention to that stuff, which is what I was saying earlier. I need to start, because quite often what's happening is champions are getting buffed. I don't know what's going on, and then I face a champion somewhere and I just get my ass kicked. So I should be paying attention, but no. Okay, let's see here. Parasite, how you doing? How you doing? Okay, so I want to check, see how I'm looking on Twitch. Been trying different apps, trying to get one that will work with my internet speed. I don't think it's gonna yeah. Regardless of what app you have, it's not gonna matter if your internet speed isn't adequate for the streaming service. If it's not adequate for YouTube or Twitch or whatever it is, regardless of what app you're gonna use, it's not gonna matter. Yeah. Okay, so that looks fine there. For Apocalypse, which mutant is more fun to play? So Horseman? I think... Okay, so the Twitch side looks fine. I think... Well, there's nobody in particular that I've really been utilizing. Here. Just checking how the stream is looking for both Twitch and YouTube. Okay, so on the Twitch side, it looks good. On the YouTube side... Yeah, on the YouTube side looks fine too. Okay, good. So that's interesting. Oh, I do need to look at that, because it looks like the latency on Twitch is worse than it is on YouTube. Yeah, okay, fair enough. Mr. Manfalcon, how you doing? How is your... Wait, it's Monday for you, right? You're in the future. You caught up with the side quest seller? No, I've got 3 entries currently. And once I get to about 1 million points here, I'm going to use at least one of them. But for the Horseman question... I guess it depends, right? Because there's a couple champions that have a specific synergy as Horseman, whereas everybody benefits just in general from being a Horseman. The Archangel one is pretty cool. The Wolverine one is quite nice at the crit bleeds. I don't have a 5-star Wolverine, and it just doesn't seem worthwhile to use the 4-star for it. None of the other ones... Like I have Gambit at rank 1. He wouldn't be too bad, actually, I don't think. But I don't see taking him any further than rank 1 anytime soon. I was using X23 earlier today when I was doing the mutant combat and event quest completion, and I quite like using her. Oh, you know what? Maybe Domino. I really like Domino as a Horseman. Yeah, I quite like Domino as a Horseman. Granted, it's an R3 Domino, so yeah. But also, Professor X isn't too bad because he'll get the bleed resistance. So in my case, because I'm using suicides all the time, that is going to be a benefit. So all my ramblings, let's see what I've missed. First time I see anyone saying Cyclops, I saw many mutants like Rogue, Domino, Professor X, etc. Yeah, I think Pyramid X would be kind of interesting. And I think Psylocke would be interesting too. And that was something I had intended to do after getting Stripe. I wanted to go, and I know there's videos out there already, but when I first got Apocalypse, I made a couple videos with different mutants as Horsemen. X23, I think Wolverine, Rogue, that might be it. But I want to go in and do some others. Psylocke would be one I would like to try. Ideally, I'd like to try ones that people don't really use, so maybe Blue Cyclops or Cyclops in general. But we'll see. We will see. Am I missing your morning streams, or are you not streaming for the past couple of days? No, I haven't been streaming early at all. So when I was streaming early, I was getting up at like 6 my time, and I was going to bed pretty much at the same time as I'm going currently. But I'm just not waking up early at all anymore. And then by the time I'm showered, had something to eat, all I do really is just get the 6 stars done. And then I'm just off the game for a while. And then I'll come back in the afternoon sometimes and stream the 5 stars. But I was hoping to get up relatively early tomorrow, actually. I was thinking maybe to do not the arena, but the side quests tomorrow. But I'm going to do some of the side quests tonight. But yeah, no, I have not been doing. So you have not been missing out. Not that there's much to miss out on. Next year when I graduate, I'll be getting an apartment in a better speed area. Hopefully MCOC will still be around. Well, if they get the current issues resolved this month, yeah, it probably will be. I honestly, if the problem that's we're seeing now, if that goes beyond this month, the game will still be there. I don't know if the player base will be. Because I think 2 months of something like this is kind of nuts. I'm not saying, that they have to do better, blah, blah. Absolutely, it's a difficult thing to resolve. But I think at some point, people that have been playing this game for a long time are just going to get fed up with it. Things are all good here in New Zealand, starting to warm up from winter. Very good, very good. It's starting to warm up here again, too. Ugh, the last 2 days have been pretty hot. I think the end of the week we're supposed to have rain. We still have a fair bit of the summer to go, so we could be in for some. And the last couple of days haven't been as bad. The beginning of July was really bad. He finished variant 6.2. Who do you use for Thorns? 6.2. That's the one where you need to use villains, right? I probably would have used Omega Red. I think Gambit has been my least favorite horseman so far. Okay. I think I haven't really used him very much. But I think he might actually benefit the most as a horseman. Like, he might see the biggest increase in not survivability, for one. But yeah, I think he might benefit the most. Monsieur Reigns, how you doing? I'm doing okay. Their quality testing team needs to be fired and replaced. They don't have a quality testing team. I don't know if they ever did, but that's kind of what the CCP is. I think at one point they might have, but they don't utilize it, and partly, well, they let things go live and we find the problems, which I think, because you've got so many more eyes on it in the live environment than you ever could possibly have in their controlled environment. So I think maybe that could possibly why they don't do, because when you have certain bugs that have been consistent in the game for more than a year, like the Omega Red thing, comes and goes, the issues with Nick Fury. So when you know it's an issue, you fix it. So then you put out a new update. So before you release the new update, you check to make sure those previous things that are fixed stay fixed. But they're not doing that. So yeah, I don't think they have people that's their responsibility. But then again, there could be a ton of issues that don't go live and we just never see them, right? But when you consider the amount of problems that we do see, I'm not too sure that's the case. I think their priorities have shifted a little bit too to other games and stuff. This is an old game. They realize the lifespan of this game is limited. It might be, in our opinion, the best game that they have, right? Like, if we prefer it over MCOC. But probably from their standpoint, they're looking, this game has whatever the lifespan is. And I think this is probably beyond the lifespan or very close to it. So they don't want to be investing resources on this one. Worst part is using very high team ratings. You're getting Thanos team. When you start Arena, that's pretty much what's going to happen, though. Yeah, like you'll get your multiplier settled, and then your first couple matches after that, you're going to be facing the Kang and Thanos teams. And then you do a couple matches of that, and then you end up facing other players. For the Sunday arenas, though, because you're not doing that many matches, majority of your opponents are going to be the Thanos and Kang teams. But when you're doing the regular weekly arena, it's not as bad. Well, it starts off the same, but after a couple matches, then you're facing regular opponents. I'm good, but my rank up situation got worse yesterday. Ruh-roh. Yes, it seems like though in the past year and a half there's been more bugs than there have ever been. Yeah, but they've also been doing a lot more in the last year and a half than they've ever been doing, like as in complexity of characters and stuff. So yeah, as you add on to the game, there's definitely going to be issues. And I really feel that they should go a month, just not introduce anything new, resolve the current problem. Like, not necessarily now, but I think they should have done this a while ago. Take a month, don't introduce anything new. They, on their end, spend the time just to resolve whatever issues are currently in the game, and then develop new. But like always putting out new on top of things that aren't working, it's not going to help. And I think that's why we've gotten to where we are. And it makes it a lot more complex to resolve. But unfortunately, putting out the new content is what makes the money. Having a properly running game isn't going to increase their revenue, most likely. I was thinking of taking either Apocalypse or Doom to R3, but I just duped my 6-star Warlock, and now I don't know who to rank up. It was a hard decision already, but now it's even harder. Yeah, I bet. It's from the 27 update that made the game. Yes, yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it has anything to do with the tutorial or introduction of characters or what, but yeah. I mean, fair enough, right? When something like this happens, it is going to come from an update, most likely. Unfortunately, from their last post regarding it, they aren't suggesting that the update we're going to see on Tuesday is going to resolve anything. They're suggesting that we'll get the update on Tuesday. It's going to be the same problems as we currently have. And later on in August, we should see a fix, or they hope to have a fix. Who do you think you would R3 in that situation? It's my first R3. Is Doom Awakened? Is Doom Awakened, and are you in an alliance where prestige is important? Well, okay, so the quick answer from me would be Apocalypse. That's if I had those three as options, I would do Apocalypse. I would say that prior to having played the three of them, and even more so after having played the three of them. They're all excellent choices. But when you take into account that Apocalypse has the potential to benefit your entire class of mutants, I think that puts him that puts him above all other mutants. But I think that really raises his profile in general across the board. Only one is Warlock, and my alliance doesn't care about Prestige. Okay, so Prestige is not an issue then. I would say Doom is on equal footing as the other two. If Prestige was an issue, then I think Doom becomes more important. Apocalypse. I'm just trying to think. I don't know who would. So your Warlock is awakened. None of their awakened abilities are critical or game changing. I think actually in my case, running suicides, I think Apocalypse's awakened ability has more value than if you don't run suicide. Um, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I think for me it would be no question. I think it would absolutely be Apocalypse. Um, he has the potential to make every single other mutant better. He's great on his own. And if you add somebody like, well, I haven't actually used it myself, which I'm going to on this stream. But if you add Sinister, his damage increases. I don't know. So I don't know if you paid much attention to the Gauntlet. One of the big go-tos for the Gauntlet is Quake. I don't know. I have Quake. I don't use her. I've never really tried to. But I used Apocalypse there, and he was so good for it. Yeah, he was so good. Like, every fight that was a problem fight, he made really easy. And this is from somebody that's not like a great player. So that too, for me, I value a character that if you're an average or not a very good player, if it allows you to get through things easier. So for example, Quake's a great character. She's hard to play. So to play well. So for me to try to play her, there's no benefit. Apocalypse is not a difficult character to play, but I can do hard stuff relatively easy with him. So I would value him far more than I would value Quake. Yeah, that could be a hard decision for sure. Okay, that's what I was also thinking, but the dupe just made it harder. Yeah, I think the dupe on Warlock, it just allows you to degen when they're healing. I'm not too sure. Because I have Warlock on Awaken. I'm not Thronebreaker, so I didn't even check it out. Okay. Does the Gauntlet last forever, or was that a limited thing? It was a limited thing, but it's supposed to be back at some point. So there's something too. You could use. So I used Apocalypse, Corvus, Doom, Namor, and Ihawk. Those were the champions I had on my team for it. Apocalypse I used far more than anyone else on the team, and I found him a lot more useful. Like I thought Corvus was going to be really useful, but I took Suicides off, and I never put them back on. So that would be something to consider. Now we don't know when it's coming back, but having Apocalypse for it would be pretty good. Trying to think. So there was it 20 fights in total or 21? And I think I used him for probably 12, 8 or 12, in that range. So I think that'd be easier if we could say, okay, it's going to be back in 3 months or whatever. But yeah, we don't know when. We do know it's supposed to return. So I guess what I'm getting at, if you have Apocalypse at R3, that's at least one piece of content that absolutely he will be good for. Doom and Warlock are great for things. But I don't know. So like Doom would be dominant for a power control type of thing. Like a lane or a quest or whatever it would be where you need power control. He would be dominant there. Same thing with Warlock, or if you need, mainly power control, or a dual immune, try. But actually, yeah, just thinking about that and thinking of the Gauntlet coming back, I would say go Apocalypse. I don't have the 5th member rogue for Karina's challenge. If I run with 4-member team, will I get the rewards I can manage with Jubilee, Storm, Cyclops, and Nightcrawler? Yeah, you will. You don't need to use all 5, but you can't have somebody on the team who isn't one of the specified members. There was a post, and I think it was in regards to the Inhuman one. Somebody had the same question. I think it was about Kamala Khan. They didn't have Kamala Khan, and they were asking, without that character on the team, could they still achieve it? And the response was yes. It's just a matter. So basically, you could do it with just one character, but it has to be one of the specified ones. The rewards for the gauntlet were pretty substantial, actually. They're outside of the Abyss Nexus and the generic 6-star Awakening gem on exploration of the Abyss. The gauntlet rewards were the best rewards we've seen from content in the game. And it's not even close. The only thing really missing there, which I think fair considered what the rewards were, so I think it's okay that it wasn't, would be an Awakening gem. I haven't checked Act 6 at all. Are any of them a standout for Act 7? For Act 7 so far. So I'm just thinking Apocalypse, but the thing I'm thinking for Apocalypse is because people would use him to make Archangel a horseman, because then Archangel will do really well for a lot of things. And that's where I used Apocalypse. I didn't actually use him to fight often. I used him more to make Archangel a horseman. That being said, although I got Warlock before I finished it, and I used Warlock for Gwenmaster. Doom, I don't think I used him anywhere. No, I used him on maybe one path where you need power control. But the thing is, so that's kind of what I was saying about Apocalypse making any mutant better. If any of the paths or fight, well, more paths, I suppose. If any of the paths you feel that you want to use a mutant, then before you use that specific mutant, use Apocalypse and then make them a horseman. And that specific mutant will be better. Or, yeah, you could use Apocalypse if it's something that's required. So here's the thing with Apocalypse. He can become bleed immune, incinerate immune, disorient immune, and he can also counteract evades. All of them happen over time. So it's not as soon as you enter the fight, he's immune to any of them. But as a bleed ticks on him or an incinerate ticks on him, and I think it's 8 seconds maybe, he'll become immune to it. For the disorient, same idea. For the evade, as the opponent evades you, you have a chance to reduce their chance to evade by 10%. So if they evade you 10 times, then you don't have to worry about evade anymore. What do you think about Havoc? I don't know anything about Havoc, but I think if you need somebody with energy resistance, he would be a good option. Although Guardian is really good for energy resistance too, except he needs high seek. Good to know. I'm going in tomorrow. Good luck with it. Let me know how it works out. Yeah, and I would figure that if that's the response they gave for the Inhuman thing, that should be the same. Now, the one thing though, even though you could be successful with it, doing the Crossbones fight without Rogue, she's by far the best option for that fight. Yeah, you're absolutely going to be... Well, you could use your whole team and use team revives, but your whole team will definitely tick down. I don't have Archangel over 4-star, but I'm trying to get him from the Summer of Pain rewards. Okay. They should bring Mercenary variant. I think that's the next variant. I think it's supposed to be the Deadpool thing, so it would probably be a Mercenary. Which will work out for me, because Domino's at R3, Hitmonkey's at rank 2. I mean, maybe I would need others, but I think we'll see. But I think I should have a fair bit covered with those two. Oh, damn. Oh, no, that's okay. Well, so long as he throws his L2. There we go. There we go, there we go. Have you watched all series of Netflix Marvel Daredevil Defenders? I've seen Daredevil, I liked. Jessica Jones, I liked. I haven't seen Iron Fist. I started Luke Cage. Why? I don't remember why I didn't finish it. I don't remember if I didn't like it or I just... But yeah, I didn't finish Luke Cage. Defenders, no. What other ones? Can you show who and all mercenary chaps? I think you can just look up by the tags. I think you should be able to find it. But yeah, once I'm done here, we can take a look and see. Okay, look-see. Oh, you know what? So I do need to do a couple entries of the side quest. So I'll take Apocalypse. Oh crap! I can't take Warlock. No, I'm a 5-star. Yeah, I'll take Warlock, Apocalypse, and Doom into the side quest, and we can see. Dragon Knight, how you doing, dude? It has been a while. How you been? Okay. You haven't been streaming on Twitch, right? Because I'm pretty sure I'm still following, but I haven't seen you. So I'm assuming it's because you just haven't been. Okay, so let's see if it shows mercenary. And let's look at as 5 stars. Oh wow, okay, so there's really not that many who are classified as mercenary. Okay. So Domino, Gwenpool, Massacre. I didn't know that Nebula or Luke Cage would have been. Okay. Yeah, so actually Domino and Hitmonkey are probably the best two. Deadly Origin is pretty good. And Gwenpool's not bad either. I quite like the Gwenpool. What I know is before watching Daredevil, Hell's Kitchen Season 3, need to see Defenders. After that, Season 3 starts. Okay. Season 2 of Luke Cage was woeful. That is probably why you stopped watching it. Wait, Corvus not a mercenary? No. No. Corvus, I think, is tagged as Thanos' army? Yeah, Thanos' army. So the reason for that, so he's not tagged as a villain, and that's the case for him, Proxima, I think, Cull? Let me see. I think Cull and Ebony Maw. But basically the reason for that was just so that they wouldn't be impacted by Blade. Yeah, okay, so Ebony Maw and... What is Cull? There's Cull. Yeah, so... I don't have Domino. I think she's gonna be... take care of a lot of it. Maybe not the entirety of it, but yeah, I think she's gonna be applicable to a ton of it. Are there any things in the Grandmaster's Gauntlet that make it hard to play Quake, like stun immune or something, or is it just nodes? I don't think there's any... I think there's one that's stun immune. I don't remember who. There might have been a couple that would have been difficult for her. But she was by far the most used champion in there. For anybody that was good with Quake. Okay, so who was it that was asking about the 3? About Apocalypse, Warlock, and Doom? think that was Reigns. Okay, yeah, so you're still here. Okay. So I will go through the side quest with those three. We'll have a look. So even here, Apocalypse would be far better suited to more of the fights than the other two would be. But we'll use each of them for ones where they would have class advantage. Do I want to bring in... No, that should be fine, I think. No, if I'm going to use Doom, I do want to have Nick just to remove the bleed. Let's do that. Okay. Who's your favorite and powerful chat? Sorry, chat got disconnected. My chat or your chat? Like you got disconnected from chat or just chat in general? I don't really have a favorite champion. I most like playing CGR, Claire, and Sung Shi, and they're all pretty much the same reason. They all, well, Claire not as much, a little bit. With her, it's just a matter of ending your combo with a light when you do it. That's really all that matters with her. But with Sung Shi and CGR, when you throw, like, the type of combo you throw changes depending on what you want to do. So you're always having to think about what you're doing, and I like that. It keeps you on your toes. Okay, yeah. So it looks like my chat for me is okay. Just check on here. Okay. I don't have Black Widow Clairvoyant, but I like the last one, Incinerate and SP2, huge damage. Yeah. Mr. Redwood, how you doing? How you doing? Okay. So I'll do one run like this, and then I'll probably use another where I want to use Apocalypse more so. So let's see. So we're going to use... okay, we're going to use Apocalypse for Crossbones, for sure. And we'll use Doom for CGR. Let's get started with this one here. Yeah, I would love a Black Widow player. Yeah, so in the last... Oh, I'm going to have to relog. In the last probably 6 months, the two champions that I've wanted the most were Omega Red and Clairvoyant. And I got Omega Red out of a featured cav, which that really surprised me because I don't do that often. I got two of them. He was in the second one. And then I got Black Widow from Arena. And after getting them, there's really no other 6-star that I want. That's currently in the game. Maybe new ones. Hercules, maybe if I had him and got to use him, I would like him. I know he's supposed to be really good and a lot of fun, but it just does not appeal. All's good. Just got variant 700%. Finally, better late than never. Very good. Very good. Did you get anything good out of that? Okay. Yeah, let's use Apocalypse here. Oh. Wow. Well, that's not how I wanted to start. So ideally, I want him to use his L1. There we go. And I wanted to use, well, should have pushed into his L1 again, rather than getting his L2. Come on. Oh, that sucks. And I didn't want to get to my L3. Although, well, you're not going to see the bleed immunity because I've got Nick and DPX, so the bleed is going to come off at the beginning. But I've got an Incinerate on me now. So you'll see after a couple seconds that I'll become Incinerate immune. As long as the fight doesn't last too long. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Well, that's one way to start. Anyways, I will be running Suicide, so 10-15 revives is always expected. I've waited a long time for Rogue. So I guess that was... Actually, you know what? It's okay that I died of Apocalypse. That's absolutely fine. Because I'm going to come back in here with just an Apocalypse main attacker. So that's okay. Oh, no. Well, no, yeah, you'll see it in the... Are you kidding me? What the hell? Alright, Reigns, I blame you. Let's see. I think the 2 new people next month look really cool, and Penny Parker looks crazy. Yeah, I've seen people talking about Penny a fair bit. I didn't watch that whole video with her. Initially, I was kind of more interested in Spidey 2099, but I do have a bunch of Tech T4CC. But I don't. If I were to go for her in Arena, it would probably be as a 5-star. I don't think I'd go for her as a 6-star. I didn't. Still missing that less than 4K Mutant T5CC that I've been trying to get from it. Not Big Slice. I just need Chapter 3.2 to explore, so I sat down and knocked it out with some resources. So are you planning to start a new account and play? No. Maybe if I didn't do Arena. No, I don't know. I think about doing a new account now and then, and starting from scratch would be kind of cool, but no. Yeah, I don't. Even if I didn't do Arena, because I used to say if I didn't do Arena, then yeah, I would, but no. And to be honest, I don't know. If somebody were to start now, I think you'd lose interest pretty quick because, well, I don't know. You would know no better, that the game's not working properly. So maybe that would be irrelevant. I would not suggest to somebody to get into the game currently. Well, so much. Ooh, this is something that really annoys me. When you're going to decks and you keep parrying them. I guess it's better than that. Than getting hit. Alright. Which season you liked in Daredevil? I liked the whole thing. I was so close to 5-star Apocalypse. He was the next one over to stop at Psylocke. Oh, that sucks, dude. Got another 5-star Tech Awakening Gem from the Awakening Gem Crystal, which will probably go to Penny Parker. Okay. Whenever I get her, also pull the 6-star Venom Pool. Not bad. Seems to be a trend where I get a champ on the verge of getting their buff. Alright. Well, yeah, so much for showing off do Warlock of Apocalypse. Although we will get to do it in a bit. It's funny too because I was planning to bring in the 6-star Nick because I was thinking I wasn't going to need to use him. So okay, I don't need the Awakened ability. Well, it's a good thing I brought the 5-star. Oh boy. He likes you to push his SP3. Yeah. I really want to use Suicides, but I just don't have any units because I've used a lot on Act 6. I'm like 5k units off. Well, but you don't need to unlock all of them at once, right? Like you can, like if you're bad at saving. Oh yeah, I know you would need to. Hmm. Yeah, if you're bad at saving, then yeah, it's gonna be difficult. Um. Well, let's see how this goes. This is the one where I really want to use Apocalypse for because with Apocalypse, the opponent can't shrug off his debuffs, which is pretty cool. Um, so and Crossbones. Maybe I should concentrate. Yeah, let's get through this and then I'll say what I was going to say. Come on. Oh man, that is annoying. No, that, like I said, that's more annoying. What the hell, dude? Come on. Oh crap. Wow, this is definitely not going as planned. Yeah, so Apocalypse, they can't shrug off his debuffs, meaning his parry or any of his dots. Just by half suicides, either bleed or poison first. Yeah, you could do that. And if if you run robots at all, that's great. But if you have a lot of strong poison immune, then you can go with the poison mastery, because then it's not going to affect you, or vice versa if you have a lot of bleed immune champions that are strong. Yeah. We'll do that. Really? I went to dash in and I just stood there. What a waste. What a waste. Yeah, there we go. Other one, I'll probably save till whenever we... Okay, gotta make a sentinel in the game sometime in the next 10 years. I just need willpower though, because I can't run suicides without willpower. Yeah, so you should prioritize getting willpower before unlocking the other suicides. And willpower will help you even if you don't run suicides. So this is I guess this is the first time I haven't used like a specific team, although it shouldn't matter because these aren't difficult fights. Although it was mainly just the nonsense of long shot that was being problematic. I have no idea why I just stood there. Redwood has all the champions in MC. Redwood, do you think you would go for either of the new characters in Arena? I'm not looking forward to finishing Act 6. I have the last 3 chapters left. Okay. Yeah, I really want to just revive Apocalypse, actually. But, and I don't have any... Ooh! Oh! Oh, right. I think that's what I'll do. If I need to, I'm going to use a team revive, and then I have a bunch of team health pots that I never get to use. But let's see if we can avoid needing to do that. Yeah, I'll get him to use his out. There we go. Yeah, now I need. So I want him at a higher power level. Probably just grind for the 5-star version. Yeah, I think. Oh, okay. Well, that does that. I think if I were to go for either, it would probably be Penny Parker, and it's mainly because of having the science resources that the tech resources that I need to use, and she looks kind of cool. I was really thinking to go for Spidey 2099 because of him looking cool, but I think at least what I've seen of the two, she does look cooler. So I got all the time, then I'll for sure put in the grind for a 6-star. Yeah, so I don't think that either of them will go. They're going to go high because they're new characters, but I don't think they're going to go stupidly high unless they've got really good prestige. And I don't think they would, just considering that we just got Hercules, who's one of the top prestige champions in the game. But if either of them are really high for prestige, then yeah, it's going to be crazy for the arena for them. So this is making Doom look a lot better than Warlock or Apocalypse, just because he's lasted longer. But I blame Longshot. That should do him in, eh? Yeah. Okay. I would like to go for 6-star Yellow Jacket. Really? Okay. Well, we should know early tomorrow afternoon what he went for round 1. I don't think he would have gone very high. Penny Parker looks really good. She's going to go high. Spidey 2099 is going to go high, but not super high, I believe. Okay. Yeah, I think like the really high scores it's going to depend on prestige. So I think America Chavez, I think she may have gone kind of high, like higher than her usability is worth. Did I finish? Oh yeah, I did finish the Sunday arena. Okay. But ideally, I want to get him to 2 bars of power before I take him to use my L3. There we go. Looking forward to some of the basic arenas coming up. There's some interesting ones. Yeah. I think I'm going to go for Angela. And then Omega Red, but Omega Red's not going to be for quite a while. Oh, really? Okay. Ooh. Well, we got lucky there. No, yeah, we did. Yeah, and it's funny too because I had no interest in Angela at all. And then I got her as a 6-star. I was like, okay, whatever. I wasn't thinking to do anything with her. And then I used I might have used her in Cav EQ this month at the 6-star. And I was like, damn, that's like the damage she was doing is crazy. I tried the 5-star with the Odin pre-fights, and so she's at like 140, 160 sig. So she starts off the fight. I've got suicides, but she starts off without the bleed. Like it doesn't even register whatsoever. And then I had Nick and DPX. So, but because the bleed, actually, I'll show you exactly what I'm talking about after this because it will make more sense to actually see it, rather than me just trying to muddle my way through the explanation. So the first time I did this, I thought it was like the EQ, and you had to knock them down to do damage. And when I realized it's not, I was like, oh, well, that's much better. Mm-hmm. Yeah, let's put this in there. I just got to avoid him for a while. Oh. There we go. I think I'm still kind of healing from that Black Widow grind. I didn't put up much, but like how Lord Shadow felt when he did the Colossus grind, it does take a lot out of me. Yeah, dude. The featured one I don't mind, but I find doing the basic really hard. Yeah, I don't know why. I don't know. Is it just because you see the points kind of like increasing so slowly? Maybe that's part of it. But yeah, so let me just show you what I was talking about with the Angela thing, which I think is pretty cool. I only say basic arenas because there's a lot coming up that I don't have. Omega Red being one of them. Others: Kingpin, Psycho Man, Super Skrull, Mangog, Oda. Yeah. Okay. So, if you guys already know what I'm gonna do with this Angela thing, just say and I won't bother. But I think it's kind of cool. It is pretty specific on the team you've got to use in order to utilize it, but yeah, I think it's kind of cool. Okay. So I've got suicides on. I'm gonna start off with a bleed and a poison. They're going to be there. The bleed will eventually tick off. The poison will just stay there the whole fight. Not going to do the whole fight, but just to show what I'm talking about. Okay, good. So now, as we get buffs, the bleed would tick down or quicker. I think at 3 buffs, it would basically be non-existent. So once we've got, okay, so now I'm going to let him get a bleed on me. Okay, so the bleed went away right away because I've got the enough buffs where my Sig ability is going to negate that. So I'll just look at her Sig ability. So battle focus. For each buff on Angela, her opponent suffers the following: negative 30% nullify an auto block ability accuracy and negative 30% damaging debuff duration. Okay, so that's why the bleeds basically didn't stay on us at all. Because we had 4, which is going to be 120%, so they're gone right away. Alright, so now at the beginning of the fight, we had the bleed because we only had the armor up. So, if we bring in Odin with her, we're going to have her start with the 3 Odin pre-fights, and then she'll also have the armor up from herself, which means the bleed will just not appear whatsoever, but you'll still have the poison. What if we had Odin? What indeed? So this is something I actually want to try out in incursions. If I can get the 6-star Awaken and not super high sync, but a decent sync. So the bleed will never appear on us. Good. So no bleed. Okay, so we've got the poison. So that's going to reduce the amount. Well, we're going to be taking damage from it, and it's also going to reduce the amount of healing that we're going to take throughout the fight. Okay, fine. So, will Angela be the counter to Penny Parker and her auto block, perhaps? That could work. Also, Diablo with his pre-fight, because one of his pre-fights make him stun immune. Heimdall, Hela, Angela adds one more buff. Yeah. So now we don't want to bother with the poison. So with Nick and DPX, at the start of the fight, they're going to remove a bleed, poison, shock, I think incinerate. No, I think incinerate. Let me see. They're going to remove a dot, and then they're going to heal up a percentage after that dot is removed. Just see. And bleed, poison, shock, or shock. Okay, so just those three. Okay. So, because we're not going to have a bleed on us, it's just going to go and remove the poison. Meaning the suicide dots are irrelevant for Angela. And then we're not going to have the poison ticking us down, and we're not going to have it reducing our regen buff. So, yeah, so I think that's pretty cool with her. I mean, it's not like you'd always want to be running that team necessarily. I think the only, like, I haven't used Odin, so he might be worthwhile to have. And really, the only member that would be kind of you don't want would be DPX, because I mean Nick is pretty damn good. So, and then you have one synergy slot that you could bring whoever else you want. So. Yeah, I thought that was kind of cool. Let's have a quick look and see who is coming up in Arena. If you are still there, Monsieur Redwood. Okay. Prepare yourselves for some bright light. Go. So these are since the arena changes, this is the history for it. But let's look here. So currently we've got Yellow Jacket, who's in the basic. So they come into the basic after a period of time that they were in the feature. So Yellow Jacket, what was that, in February? Yeah, February was the feature. So now he's the basic. So the next basic that we're going to see is going to be Psycho Man. I'm sorry, I'm back. My phone died. It's all good, dude. Just so long as you missed out on that poor showing of the side quest, which I did. I think I used View for pretty much all of it. Yeah. So Psycho Man is up next. He might go. I don't think he's going to go very high. I think for the most part, people will go for him just as a new 6-star. Kingpin. He could go, I don't know, because he's been around for a while. Same with Super Skrull, just because it's somebody new. Civil Warrior's not going to go high at all. Mangog, maybe? Somebody new. I don't think too many people have him. Angela, I don't think will go overly high. I think people, like in my case, who have her but not duped, I think that's who will go for her mainly. Outside of that, it might be people who go both rounds. Odin might go kind of high. If you have a 5-star, I don't know how appealing doing that would be. Masakre, not so much. Jabari Panther, I think, might go a little bit high, actually. Since she came out, the only better skill that we've seen is Sung Shi. Um, so yeah, and she's relatively new. Not too many people have her. And then Omega Red. And I think as for Omega Red, I don't think he's going to go super high because he's an older champion. A lot of people have him, and he requires high sig. So I think again, like Angela, maybe people in my case that are going for the awakening, or somebody might go both rounds to get him and awaken him. Silver Centurion might go a little bit high, and Sung Shi, yeah, he'll end up being the highest for the basic, but that's going to be closer to like Christmas-ish, I think. Which that could be depending, yeah. Because if that's around Thanksgiving or Christmas, he could go high because people would have the time to go for him. But yeah, I think for me, just Angela and Omega Red, those are probably the only two that I would go for. I might do Psycho Man and Super Skrull as 5 stars, but I'm not too sure. It would be second round, just because I'm trying to increase my 5-star roster a little bit, so that if I am going to go for basic, I have a few more champions to throw in. Okay, so let me do another run through the side quest, and this time I'll go with a team I would actually use. Yes. Do I need her? Not really. I'm bringing Apocalypse. Yeah, let's give Domino some love. And with Cable, I'm not going to use Cable. No. Let's go with my usual team for mutants that I would use here, though. So we're going to go with her and Mr. X. There we go. So the two, I think... Yeah, because I'd said earlier about I like Domino as a horseman, so that's what we'll do. That King can, maybe Falcon? I wouldn't go. Yeah, I wouldn't go for Falcon. I don't think he'll go too high, actually. You think they will continue that trend? Which trend, Redwood? I'm going for the next 3 basic 5-star just for collection purposes. Yeah. I think I would prefer, like, just in as far as the grind, I think I prefer the featured grind over the basic. So I don't know, because they didn't do the Box Champion Arena this month. I don't know if they will for August, or they did for July. I don't know if they will for August. If they don't, we could see something where we get some like really sought after characters in the featured arena, which would impact the basic. Or will they throw people off? We're expecting those champs to hit the basic arena. Oh, I see what you mean as far as the schedule. I don't think so. I think they'll probably continue that. That's the thing. I don't have that many mutants for Apocalypse to be good with. Like, all I have is Magneto and Cable. Well, Cable is one of the good ones, right? Because with Cable, you just do one fight, and then you can make your next mutant a horseman. So, okay, this time I'll use Apocalypse, and I'll actually concentrate. So we don't... so, yeah. So, this one fight against Longshot, and then I'll be able to make whoever a horseman. And it's probably going to be Dom. So you see we just got the bleed immunity. Yeah, see, that's how it was supposed to go last time. But no, somebody had to go and be difficult. Cable and Sinister are the ones which make, yeah. Well, uh, they don't make him great. They make him great faster. Yeah, because without them, you just have to either fight a mutant right off, or just do a couple fights. Okay. Yeah. Hey. Ooh. Okay. I haven't used Magneto as a horseman, but I think he doesn't get anything specific, but he'd actually be pretty decent. So yeah, you might be good to go with Apocalypse because you already got the ability to make them a horseman quick with Cable, and Magneto I think would be a good option. But here's the thing: I don't think of those three options that you listed, I don't think you would regret any of them. It really what it's going to come down to. It's which of the three you will get the most use out of day one. And I think it would be Apocalypse. Here we go. Start the fight with 4 Gen X as the major rank up for Apocalypse. Yeah. Yeah, for the stun immunity and then to be able to stun on his light. So this is what I wanted to show with Apocalypse early before I had bad luck. He's not going to let me parry him. That's too funny. Come on, man. Actually, you know what? I think if I throw my L2... Yeah, let's find out. Yeah, okay. What does Horseman actually do? So, overall, there's 4 things. Let's see. But other mutants have specific enhancements. So, Horseman, so this is any mutant that you turn into a Horseman. Horsemen gain the following abilities: 100% bleed resistance, an indefinite prowess increasing special attack damage by 50%, 30% offensive ability accuracy, go unblockable for 2 seconds when the opponent purifies a debuff. And then once per fight, go unstoppable for 3 seconds when struck. Oh, so it's 5 things. Okay. And then, yeah, other mutants in particular benefit. I've gone over this before, so I'm not going to go over it right now. But Storm, Pyramid X, Psylocke, Gambit, Wolverine, and Archangel. They all have specific ability extra, so they would get the things that I just listed, those 5 things, and then they also get other benefits. That glowing light from where you launch a special attack is super annoying. Yeah, let's go with Dominam. Seeing as she's the horseman, we may as well utilize her. I think pretty much every fight in here, by the time I get to an L2, the L2 should end the fight. If we even have an L2 by the end. Okay. I'll be back in a while. All right, dude. Ooh, I might be... no, I wanted to go through a little bit of ROL. With Apocalypse. And... yeah, let's do it. With Apocalypse and use Strife. I think I've only tried it once. But I do want to try it. Okay. Okay. Well then. Okay. Yeah, let's go with X23 here. Of course. Here we go. Oh, I guess actually what I could have done for this, I could have brought red mags and used them for CGR. Dang it. Spilled water. Water! Let's go with Apocalypse. With his 4 charges. Oh, did any of you watch that Netflix series Masters of the Universe? It's like a reboot or remake of the He-Man cartoon. It was interesting. I don't think I really had any expectations. Ooh, I meant to look to see if there's going to be more because there was only 5 episodes. Let's go with... yeah, let's try this. And just heavy them to death. Stack those degens. I wonder how many you can get. I guess it would just really depend how cooperative they are. Oh, and not getting hit might help as well. Let's go. Really? Okay. Um, and sub to Netflix. Was it any good? A lot of shows I watched as a kid aren't as good as an adult. I saw He-Man episodes as a kid. I don't really remember it that well. So like a lot of the characters were familiar, but I didn't know why. But it like there was a lot of criticism about it. But then when so partly why I watched it was because of the criticism. I wanted to see, okay, what's all this about? But I mean, it's not called He-Man because you don't actually see He-Man very much, and I think maybe that's why it's not called He-Man. If there's more episodes, I would watch it. But I've really been liking the Star Wars cartoons. If I had to pick between those or this, I would go with the Star Wars cartoons. No question about it. You've got to be kidding me. That close and I missed? Damn, son. Oh well. He just fell over. There's going to be a part 2 for... Okay. Yeah, the way it ended, it felt like there would have to be. But when I had looked, like it only said 5 episodes. But yeah, I figured there'd have to be another season. Clone Wars was an awesome cartoon. I really liked it from season 2 onwards. And the final episode was some amazing... Yeah, dude, it was, eh? I watched Rebels, and I quite liked Rebels. And then I've been watching The Bad Batch, which I think is pretty cool, too. So I think I have one more entry, which, yeah, let's get that done. Let's get her done. Oh, you know what? I think, the Hercules calves are gone, right? Or the American Chavez. Yeah, they're gone. I wanted to open 2 on stream. And I'm not going to be opening those. Okay. But we'll open a couple of these ones. Any tips on beating Act 6? I'm on 6-3. Nothing that comes to mind right away, but what I would suggest if you're if you have a problem with a boss or something or a lane, just do a search on YouTube and there's lots of people. Well, streams would be kind of difficult to find where you're specifically having a problem, but I think you could find videos for specific boss encounters though too. We're gonna do the last entry. Let's go with a little bit of a different team. Let's see. And who do we want to bring for the last slot? I guess we could bring Ghost Rider because that will benefit both CGR and Claire. Or we could go with Shang-Chi. I hate waiting for my AQ members to remove their nodes. We have a Scout Jamboree happening at the second mini boss again. MCOC Noob has some excellent guides that are very helpful. Yeah. There's also, that might be the easiest way. There's also some infographics that are out there, but those are pretty much just like the easy paths and the counters and whatnot for the easy paths. If you like that style of infographics, you can join my Discord and pick the MCOC role, and then in the Act 6 info channel. There's some of those infographics. Mr. Billy D, how you doing? Do I want to go Sungshi or do I want to go? Yeah, let's do that. Let's do this. I don't know why long shot has been problematic, but let me relog. What you got going down, Billy D? I'm not necessarily having troubles. I just hold under pressure and make stupid mistakes mid-quest. Yeah. Yeah, so, like, I don't think a guide or anything is going to help you with that, then. Like, a guide would only be good for counters. Well, yeah, if you're looking for, to figure out, like, the ideal counters, then maybe those infographics would come in handy. But, yeah. Okay. Let's do this with Clarice. Clarice. The thing where when you go to Dex and instead you parry, that used to happen now and then. But now it's like I'll go through multiple fights where it's happening. And yeah, it's pretty damn annoying. Let's give Nicholas a little bit of love. One thing I like doing, well, maybe not so much for like story content, but like for long fights like AOL, the Gauntlet, stuff like that. I'll have a stream on of somebody who's already done it as I'm doing it. Well, I mean, I guess you could do the same thing for story content too. Oh, where's the stun? Come on. I've been robbed of my stun. Wait. Okay. Toy Shadow, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, I watch guides for every quest, just seeing if you had any input. I'm pretty excited for the Grandmaster fight. Yeah, the Grandmaster fight is pretty good. No, so one, I don't really remember things that well. Like, I don't really remember stuff from what I did yesterday. So things that I would have done well, looking at nodes. So like if I were to go in somewhere and look at nodes, then yeah, I could probably remember what I used or what I did. But I would have. I think the best for that kind of thing, like to go in and say, hey, what did you use here or there or stuff like that, is BG. There aren't too many other streamers that I think are as good as he is at being able to. And I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if it's so like earlier stuff like Act 4, Act 5 stuff, because he's done those new account challenges. So he's, done it a lot more recently, I guess. But for like Act 6, 7, yeah, he's really good at remembering that stuff for sure. Is Gold Boost next month? I think it's later on this month. Let me see. I think it's probably like because I know we got a couple calendars coming. Let's see if I can find it quickly. But yeah, I think we have a couple calendars. The gold boost is going to be for a week. The gold and the battle chip boost is a week. We get these arenas. So the arenas are going to just be resetting. Let's see. Okay, so August 23rd. Yeah, to the 31st. Sorry, just have some work. Just came out. It's all good, dude. It's all good. Okay, wait. Let's take a quick look at this. I'm not going to read through the whole thing, but let me see. Hang on. Use this instead. I don't think I even read through this post, actually, now that I think about it. Okay. Mr. Kim, how you doing? It's been a while. Mr. Dan, how you doing? So just another thing, is Guardian a good counter for Havoc? If you've got high sig, he could be okay. Because with high sig, he has high energy resistance. But if he's not high sig, then no. Okay, so do need to blow that up a bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay, so August 4th to the 1st of September, blah, blah, blah. No side quests, Daily Bugle. Okay, I think for this we're going to... Yeah, so we're going to get like a store. Okay, solo objectives. Cable. Rank 2 6-star. I'm trying to get Apocalypse. Or rank 5 Domino. Well, Cable without Apocalypse is still Cable without Apocalypse. I don't know if that helps at all, but the thing that makes Cable good is Apocalypse. So we mentioned earlier, the next variant is probably going to be a mercenary variant, and Domino is a mercenary. And she's probably... Hitmonkey might be the next best, but I think Domino is probably the best champion currently tagged as mercenary. The calendar was awesome. I mean, nice, like for one day to 7 T4. Oh, okay, you're talking about for next month, Sandy? I know, but I'm thinking just because the armor up that he constantly has. Yeah. Yeah, so yeah, because then when it detonates, you're going to take less damage. But then I think also with the energy resistance. But yeah, the armor up would help with that too. Okay, so let's take a look here. The special arena. I don't know. I don't like this with the 2 and 3-star champion. I guess it's okay because pretty much all of your other champions are used in arena, right? Like your 4 stars are in Summoner Trials, your 5 and 6 are in the basic and the feature, so your 2 and 3 stars aren't getting much love. So fair enough, but I hope it's not going to be one of the crappy ones where the points they put up are just terrible. Daily login calendar. Okay, so that's just for shards. Legend celebration, that's more shards. Yeah. And booster, August 23rd. Yeah, so increases all gold battle chips earned by 20%. So 23rd to 30th. Let me see if they have any of the extra arenas happening during that time. They must, right? Oh, you gotta be... Okay. So the second run of the arenas, the gold and battle chip boost will be on. Okay. So I'll have to keep that in mind. So yeah, during this time frame, I'm going to want to be doing. Well, I mean, I'm going to do all arenas anyways, but I'll definitely be focusing on these ones as well, the special arenas. The first set of special arenas, I don't know. I might just bypass those altogether. Um, just because I do enough arena as it is. But if I'm going to get extra battle chips out of it, okay, I might put a little bit more effort into it. It's a bi-weekly special arena, yeah. Okay, get rid of that, and I'll close this one off. All right, cool. Spy 2099 looks a bit disappointing. I think like we had no idea what to expect. I think maybe because he was the better known character, which they seem to do this a lot though. Like well-known characters come out and they don't live up to the hype, I guess. Let's see. And because I'm not seeing much utility and he really wasn't hitting hard at all. Well, science, what can we expect? He looked disappointing to me compared to Penny, but he seems to be pretty good. You think that he looks better than Penny Parker? Because I think from what I've seen people saying it, they're hyping her up a lot more than Spidey 2099. Well, compared to my friend, I hate science class. They don't need awakening most of the champions, but I hate them. I don't know why. I think if there's any class that I don't have much love for, it's probably science as well. I think like right now, so before Penny Parker, I think tech is the most lacking in really desired champions, but science, I don't know what it is. I do like Cap IW though. And I would definitely like a wow, I can't even think. A Human Torch, but not enough to go and open any kind of special crystals for him. Oh, you said he was disappointing compared to Penny. Oh, okay. Yeah, I think so Cap IW needs high sig for his utility, not for his damage or his block proficiency. Trying to think of anybody else that really needs it in science. Void. Void benefits it a lot from his awakening. Oh, really, bro? Well, I guess I can't expect him to just stand there and get hit, right? It would be nice. But no. Science is mostly filled with Spideys and Hulks. That might be the psychological reason we start disliking science class. Torch, She-Hulk, I-Bomb, Thing, etc. I gave them a call. They're depressed now. Quake is the best, but too hard to play. Torch, Cap, IW needs awakening. Void needs awakening. Thing, good. Mr. Fantastic, good supporting champ, but damage is poor. Yeah, but Quake, I think if you practice with her enough. But yeah, like somebody you pull for the first time and just start using, yeah, you do definitely need to get used to her. I don't think Torch needs his awakening. It's not a bad thing. Um, yeah, Void and Cap kind of do. Thing would need it for for defense, or if you want to be tanking out threes. Thing also needs high 6 since he takes 0 damage from special attacks, so he has 20. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll use CGR here. Oh, crap. Oh, well. I don't think... we'll just finish it off. Without the aptitude, I guess so. Okay. I think Thing has good physical resistance, I guess. Yeah, he's pretty tanky. The only thing with him, like, to get good damage out of him, it takes a while and it's very team specific. Well, no, because you can get decent damage out of him without that whole nonsense with the Heimdall. But to get the really high damage, you need that, which you wouldn't be able to do with a 3-man team. But he could, because I think when people were doing the Room 20 for incursions, I think he was like a go-to for that. But that wasn't necessarily damage. That was survivability more than anything. Is damage is super with champions? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying though. But it's a very specific team, and it's not something I think he would run very often. But it could be quite good for farming ROL. Although I don't, yeah, I don't know if that would be. No, I think CGR would be faster for farming ROL. Yeah. Science only lacks because most people run kamikaze masteries and science don't like it. No, not necessarily. Because outside of robots or champions with immunities, everybody is going to suffer from the suicides, right? Like Nick Fury, he's not going to have any way around that. Lundashi can drop them off. Corvus is bleed immune, basically. No, I think science is just kind of crappy because it's science. I don't know. MODOK is good. I like his messages, but for an idiot. Yeah, I think it's probably slower than CGR because he has to take the hits at the start of the fight. Yeah. Yeah. So with Thing though, oh wait, well, hey, okay, how are you doing? I think if you could run a 5-man team for War or AQ, you might see Thing there. Maybe. Well, I guess we're gonna have to get some healing in here, aren't we? Yeah. Yeah, that wasn't actually as much as I was expecting. Very sad. Very sad indeed. Hey. So you think Void is worse with recoil because he needs to spam SP1? So you don't like if you're gonna go really slow with Void, it's okay. You don't necessarily have to be using your L1. Obviously, you want to get those debuffs up quickly. But yeah, Well, I have used him with suicides. Um, but when I did, like the team was very specific. And I ended up finding, so when I was using him, it was the one of the first times when we had cab difficulty, and for the science quest you had the diss track. Um, but I ended up finding that Sunspot worked better actually. Um, but yeah, because you do want to be using that L1. Otherwise, you're going to be in there forever for longer fights. So. Uh-uh. Which actually Cap IW, um, I don't find to be too bad with suicides because you don't need to be using his specials. Um, for a regular, ooh, I wonder if an L2 is going to finish him off. Probably, yeah, okay. But we're not going to get much healing, are we? Oh no, we did okay. All right. Um, yeah. So with Cap IW, you don't need to be using the specials. If you're going to throw a special, it's probably going to be your L2. And for most normal fights, your L2 is going to finish it off. You're going to have them down low enough that by the time you throw that L2, it's game over. Um, but I don't know if where Void's value, like where we see Void's value, I don't know if he's been surpassed. Wish I had that Sun Chi. Me too. Oh, yeah, yeah. He's a lot of fun. I was using Luke Cage for diss track. I tried using Invisible Woman actually because of running suicides. She's actually not bad at suicides. Um, but yeah, I was fighting with her. It was just the fights were longer than it was worth. Eh, yeah, I think this will do him in, right? If not, well, I guess it doesn't matter. He's not going to gain any power. Yeah, okay, cool. The one I like in science is Torch. He's awesome, but I won't use him everywhere. Yeah. I bomb good when opponent is poison immune. Eh, you don't need the full synergy team with Thing. But I think to get the most out of them, you do, right? Because I'm just trying to think about Ibom. At least like on his L1, you'd still get the Petrify. I think you could probably use him against a poison immune more so than you would be able to use Diablo against a poison immune. I think Diablo against a poison immune, you're not going to do anything. Whereas I-Bomb, you could still do, obviously not as high of damage, but you could still get the job done. A little bit slower. Let's see. Yes, dude. Yeah. Oh, crap. Okay, cool. Now, if I could reliably get the spacing, that would have been a great time for a heavy. Oh, okay. Ooh, that got close. That got close. Really? Oh, okay. correctly upgraded Kingpin for variant 2. I didn't know we need extra large champs. He's good with Mr. Sinister and even Apocalypse. They're there, so it's kind of easy variant to me. Okay. Well, I think since his buff, Kingpin is a lot more valuable than he was prior. I haven't used him. I have him as a 6-star. Oh, okay. That's a 10% too, right? Nice. Nice. All right, let's open a couple of these cav crystals. Let me see AQ. Oh shit! Okay, I was not expecting that we were going to be into section 3 before I went to bed, but not bad, not bad. Yep. Okay, and I will do that before I head to sleep. He's weak against Void because of Rage debuff. Okay. That's interesting. So that's a... Because previously he would have been pretty good against Void because he would just shrug everything off. But Void will put Fear of the Void because he is immune to all regen things except poison. Huh. Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, we're gonna open some crystals. Let's do... So I should be able to get one more, I think. Open... No. Nah, anyways. Let's open 3 of these crazy things. And let me just switch over the screen. There we go. And... let me record. Okay, cool. So we'll do 3, yeah. 3 we shall do. Kingpin has good amount of physical when unstoppable. Yeah, I don't know, like, there's just some champions that, to me, will just always be bad. Well, I'm not even seeing any 6-stars in there, I don't think. Although I think the only new 6-star I could get out of here would be Captain Marvel or Tiger. Everything else would just be dupes. Okay. I don't need Science ISO. I need Mutant. And yeah, Mutant pretty much is the only ISO that I really need. All the best on the Cav Crystal? Well, thank you. I'm going to rank up Morningstar. She's not bad. She does take a bit to ramp up. But once you do have her ramped up, she's not bad at all. That 6-star around the corner. Thing actually just needs Champion, Nick Fury, and Thor Ragnarok. And... okay. Well, it wasn't like I was really expecting anything out of these. Okay. Well, that is it for me. Let me just make sure. Yeah, I did get the arenas done. I'm not doing the T1A arena. I might actually. This might be the first month in a long time. Yeah, so we got everything else done. Where I don't get Master EQ done. Who did you get, Solar? Crap. I got crap. Sorry to tell. Not just friend 3 champs where Nick hard to get. Yeah, I don't know what you mean. All right, well, that is it for me. So thanks for coming, hanging out, and I will catch you guys later. Take care.